Hello humans, it's just Martine, and welcome to A Week in My Life studying legal psychology in graduate school. I got my undergraduate degree in forensic psychology. I'm currently in a graduate program to obtain my PhD in legal psychology. Some of you have recently asked me what my life looks like on the regular, so I decided to film a week in my life and bring you along with me to show you what types of work I get done during the week and how much of it I do. So let's travel back in time to a Monday morning. It is Monday morning approaching 9:30 a.m. and it's really time to get down to business. My ideal morning routine lately has been to wake up, read a few minutes in bed, get ready, and then walk to the dining hall, eat breakfast at the dining hall, walk to the gym, and walk around the track while I read. So now with that out of the way for the day, I'm going to go ahead and plan my week. I have this planner. It was literally $5 on Amazon. I do write some in the monthly spreads, but I mainly use it for the weekly spreads and look day to day. All of my overarching planning typically happens on my Outlook calendar because all of my professors use that. So whenever I have a meeting with them or a department meeting or something, they always send an RSVP to that calendar, so it's all there. So I have that calendar up ready to write things into my agenda. For right now, I'm just going to write in events this week, and then we'll talk about to-do lists later. So starting with Monday, I do have therapy today. I also have lunch with a friend, and I have Zumba tonight. Also, during the 75 Hard Challenge, I've been putting little check marks here at the bottom to let me know if I've done those things. I did them all this morning. For Tuesday, I have class, Zumba. Wednesday, I have class in the morning, Zumba at night, 12 TBR stuff to do. And then also on my video release days, I write video just to make sure that I edited it and uploaded it before that date. So I did that this weekend. So check. On Thursday, I have my regular 9 a.m. meeting with my major professor, and then I have my department's brown bag. I have Bible study that day, and Zumba at night. Friday, I have a regular meeting at noon, lunch with a friend. On Saturday, I do have a Halloween get-together. I also have a weekend readathon, and those should be all the events for the week. Now I'm going to go ahead and in my brain dump journal, I'm going to write down everything that I need to work on this week so that I have some idea of how to prioritize things and what my to-do list is going to look like. So then I look at that list and I know when things there are due. So now I'm going to think about what I need to get done today. The very first thing that I need to do is submit my proposal to a conference. I got the go-ahead from my professor that all our edits are good and then I can submit it on Friday, but I was done working for the day. But the conference proposal is due by end of day today. So I'm gonna do that first so I can stop thinking about it. I also really need to work on my personal statement for something that I'm applying to because I finally got edits from somebody on that. It's rough right now and that grant is due next week and I would like to do a couple rounds of edits on this. So I also want to get some writing time in for my thesis. Last week I had a bad chronic illness week and so basically just my coursework got done and that's it. Also every Monday I watch my multivariate lectures. There are 5 today. They're not that long. The longest they get is 30 minutes. And I really need to email my thesis committee to really try and set a date for my proposal. So I'm going to keep it at that. I would like to get more than this done, but since all of the rows here are filled up, that's assigned to me that's enough tasks to write down right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. I've been doing a lot of academic writing editing this semester specifically. And so one thing that I've learned is that I can't just have it all on one screen, but I only have one monitor in most of my workspaces. What I've been doing is printing out a copy of the track changes document that somebody sends me edits and suggestions in, and then I open an empty brand new document and I start from the beginning and I write and I make the changes as I go, and I find that helps me most. That's on the docket today. I just worked on that personal statement for exactly 2 hours. Now I'm gonna go get lunch. My morning work session is done. I did not get as much done as I wanted to, but that's okay. I feel like in life, not just in graduate school, there are tasks that you overestimate the time they're going to take and tasks that you underestimate the time they're going to take. I usually am good at overestimating the time it will take. This morning was not one of those times, but that's okay. I was in the zone, so I just blasted through it. The bad part about getting in the zone is I don't think I took a single sip of water for the last 2 hours. That is not good. If there was a way to explore my brain, I
Gotta take breaks to get your blue raspberry freeze.
Happy Tuesday, it's almost 9 a.m. and I'm about to get down to work. As for yesterday, I got a little over 5 hours of solid, good, really focused work time in, which I'm pretty pleased with. Today, a lot of my work time will go towards my class that I have this afternoon. Most of my classes are around 3 hours long, so that takes up a chunk of the day, you know? But this morning I do want to get some work on my thesis done, so let's get to it. On Tuesday, I ended up working for a very concentrated 6 hours and 1 minute. Wednesday is a little bit different because my class is in the morning. It's also not 3 hours. It's a hybrid course, so we only meet in class for half of that time. So I had that this morning and I got a couple minutes of work done before that, but I hadn't planned out my day yet. So I'm at 1 hour, 57 minutes of work. And I just got back to my room. I'm going to make my to-do list. Usually Wednesdays are my homework days because I come from my stats class, which is where I get a lot of my homework. And I'm like, okay, while it's fresh in my head, I gotta do it now. And so that I don't forget. My Thursdays are very busy with meetings and stuff. And then Friday, I'm never motivated. If my homework is due on Sunday night, I wanna be getting it done today. To the stats homework we go. Also, yesterday in class, my professor gave us a sudden homework assignment due next week. So maybe I'll work on that too. It depends how much time this stats homework takes me. Well, hello there. After doing my multivariate homework, I did not feel so well yesterday. So I took a big ol' break and I ended up with a total of 4 hours and 4 minutes working yesterday. Still pretty good for a day where I had several episodes. And then today is Thursday. And honestly, this is not a good reflection of how Thursday usually goes because Thursday is usually incredibly unproductive for me because Thursday morning, I have a meeting with my major professor. That's productive, good. And then I have this weird gap of time where it's not enough to come back to my room. So I stay in the office with the other grad students, but then I can never focus there. And then we have brown bag after. And then I have Bible study. And then after that, I'm just tired. But today, brown bag lasted double the amount of time because our guest speaker just kept going. So I logged more time there. And then afterwards, I was too late to go to Bible study. So I came back here. And because one of my professors gave me an extra assignment this week, I was panicky about it. So I was I'll just start it. And so I worked on it for an hour. And I was okay, I'll take a break now. I'm good for the day. I had logged 4 hours. But then as I was relaxing, I got panicky about it again. And I was I could just finish it right now. So I spent the next hour doing just that. So I got 5 hours and 19 minutes today, which again is not my normal for Thursday, but which I am pleased with. It means I'll work less tomorrow. And I do think one thing that I thought about a lot yesterday is how important it is to acknowledge even some days where you still look productive, I got my multivariate homework done and stuff, and 4 hours is not that far off from the other hours that I've been logging this week. I did really prioritize rest yesterday. And not only that, but the type of rest that would get me ready to do work again. A lot of times, how productive I am is not up to me. And that's the case with all of us. We're human and different things interfere with our schedules, whether it's because we have somewhere to be at a specific time and then that messes up the time around it, or because we're not feeling well that day, or just we're not feeling it. I also called yesterday my midweek slump a little bit. So, it all depends. But overall, I've been really happy with how I've been working this week, so all good. Friday, I did some class readings and had an hour-long meeting, and that brought me to a total of 2 hours and 58 minutes for Friday. And all of that collectively brought me to 23 hours and 33 minutes of concentrated work in the week. This is actually a little higher than my typical weeks are. I had a couple of things come up throughout the course of that week that I was filming. And I also had a relatively good health week, mental and physical, which I hadn't had in a couple weeks prior to that. So I had a dip in productivity for the past 2 weeks. And then when I was filming, it just happened to coincide with going up. And so that's just a disclaimer to say, if you are not your most productive every week, that only makes you human. So yeah, even though things change all the time and graduate school is hard to capture in video format, I hope this gave you some insight into what my life is like here studying legal psychology. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. Did anything surprise you about this video? And subscribe for more reading, writing, and college lifestyle content. And until next time, bye humans, bye!